Hello, my name is Muhamad Unit A. Read and translate the text into Indonesian. Kartos Wiryo's Charisma. Weber, 1967, colon 80, argued that the charismatic leader has emerged in the two figures of the magician and the prophet on the one hand, and in the elected warlord, the gang leader, and the other. According to Weber, power is legitimized by reference to custom and tradition, or to the charismatic claims of a personal leader, or to the legal rational procedures of political administration. This notion is often regarded as Weber's most important contribution to political sociology. Weber made a distinction between power in general and the more specific notion of domination. There are two sorts of domination. The first arises from monopolistic control of economic resource in the marketplace. Economic domination does not require normative compliance and gives rise to what Marx referred as the dual compulsion of economic arrangement. The second source of domination arises from the monopolistic control of administrative offices, and, in Weber's view, this ownership of the means of administration requires legitimating and compliance. Unlike power as such, administrative domination depends on obedience to commands. It is sociology of command that produces the threefold distinction between traditional, charismatic, and rational modes of legitimating. In defining these three bases, Weber remained fairly close to his ideas on individual action, but he rapidly moved to the large-scale structures of authority. Authority legitimized on rational grounds based on a belief in the legality of enacted rules and the right of those elevated to authority under such rules to issue commands. Weber, 1968, column 24. Authority legitimized on traditional ground is based on an established belief in the sanctity of immemorial tradition and the legitimacy of those exercising authority under them. Weber, 1968, column 215. And finally, authority legitimized by charisma rests on the devotion of followers to the exceptional sanctity, heroism, or exemplary character of leaders, as well as on the normative order sanctioned by them. All these modes of legitimizing authority clearly imply individual actors, thought process, beliefs, and action. Kartosuwiryo's charismatic behavior and his uncompromising advocacy of Islam ideals seems to have fitted comfortably with the peasant age of messianic hopes, such as those evoked by the Joyo-Boyo prophecies. Dam, 1971, column 42. One of his closest followers reported that Kartosuwiryo had propagated the belief that he had received an order from God to become the Imam of the World Caliphate. Yenardi, 1964, column 41. Indeed, from the time of the establishment of the Sufa until execution, he was always addressed by his follower as Imam rather than Kiai. Imam refers to both the head of an Islamic state and the prayer leader of a mosque. By contrast, Kiai and Ulama refer to religious preachers and teachers. See Penaldi, 1964, column 41. The term of Imam, as addressed by the follower of of Kartoswiryo on him derived from the Holy Quran, as expressed in many verses, which among them says, "And those who pray, O Lord, grant unto us wives and offspring, who will be the comfort of our eyes, and give us the grace to lead the righteous Imam." Al-Furqan, Al-Furqan 25, verse 74. Source Tajul Arifin, the Islamic movement in West Java, 1948 until 1962. A political sociology analysis, Al Sharia, 2001.